Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. I wanted to go over some of the updates that we've been working on with a lot of the different AI printers we've been working on. So for those who don't know, an AI printer is just kind of this term that I created that is an AI automated system that can print money throughout time. So for example, when we taught about stock photography, a tool that tags and titles for you. All you have to do is literally flip a switch and then it does the work for you. And that contributes to making money, or it makes money effectively for you. That's essentially what an AI printer is. So I wanted to take things into my own hands, create my own AI printers for a lot of the things that I do on a daily basis. One of those things was print on demand. So I created this tool called Design Sensei, and this is a little bit of an update that we've kind of deployed within the last 24 hours. So one of the things that I updated was first the number of suggestions. So you can see here we have increments of 5 all the way up to 100. So that means it can create up to 100 different designs instantly. And we also created a text length preference. Before it was just kind of random, but now you get to kind of select. You can pick short, medium, long, or mixed. So here I selected 10 suggestions. I also asked for philosopher quotes along with the name of the philosopher. And I selected long here as an example. And you can see there are different ones. So for example, you have power over your mind, not outside events, Marcus Aurelius, right? And if I click on it, we have the setup here. Of course, we can switch the font if we want. We can go with, for example, an Old England font, which makes it look a lot more, I guess you could say, fitting because of the style. But you can see here that, it doesn't matter which one we go with. They're all kind of pretty much the same style. And that was kind of the benefit of this. So let's go ahead and try the same thing here, but let's click, instead of 10, let's go with let's go with 40. Why not? I don't want this video to take too long, of course, because if I select 100, it could take a long time to create all 100 designs, but this connects with, while this is working, this connects with our POD automation tool. So last night yesterday, I released this video. If you haven't seen it, I'll leave a link in the description. It was literally the video right before this, and I released the video teaching people how to use it for Redbubble automation, but last night I was working on it and I created the Tublic automation system on it so far. So right now it's able to do Redbubble and Tublic automation. I've got to the point where I was actually doing the Tublic automation. However, I need to further test it because I did hit my limit yesterday in terms of uploading designs with it. So it just needs a little more testing. However, it is at a base level of functionality right now for both Redbubble and Tublic. We also made a big change to this tool where we made it $1 for every 100 uploads. So if you're curious as to how much the print-on-demand automation tool costs, you can create an account completely for free, and you can go to printondemandautomation.com. I'll also leave a link in the description to that. But you pay $1 and you get access to upload 100 different uploads. So if you had 50 designs, you can upload those 50 designs and it would cost you 50, let's just say to Redbubble, for example, across the period of 2 days, that would cost you essentially 50 cents. Okay, so we tried to make it as cheap as possible. That's just a little update. And of course, we have a little offer for people who sign up. There is I believe you get a free bonus of 100 extra credits if you sign up before a certain date. That's coming soon. But anyways, now that we kind of talked a little bit, we're able to kind of wait. You could see here, these are 40 different examples, just like we asked here. So 40 number of suggestions, along with our long text preference. And yeah, we could see them. There's a whole bunch of them here. So this is exactly what I was kind of looking for, something that can create a whole bunch of different designs that can produce income for us and really do well over time. So this is exactly what I was looking for, and that's what's created. So that was just the small updates. Now, a little tip, a little FYI, before you get into this, is the idea is these designs would be created on Autopilot, and they would be sent to your favorite print-on-demand sites on Autopilot as well. So you download all the information just like I showed in yesterday's video. And once again, I will leave a link in the description for yesterday's video. It will create the title, the tags, all that by just simply going down here and clicking generate. And then you download everything. You download the imagery, you download the tags, the titles. Then you go to the tool here, you upload it all, then you just click a couple of buttons. You have to sign into the Chrome extension, and then that's it. It does the work for you. It will upload everything on Autopilot, which saves a tremendous amount of time for people who still do print on demand, and especially if you're doing it manually. Not to be, disrespectful or anything, but you're probably wasting your time, especially if you already know how to do print on demand. If you know how to get sales, if you know what you're doing in terms of making money with print on demand, I think, of course, everybody should spend enough time in the beginning to learn how to do print on demand, to learn how to do some basic designing, to learn how to get those first few sales. But once you get out of the way with that, you should really start automating things and then deploying your energy elsewhere. And speaking of deploying your energy elsewhere, we've been working on the blog printer. So for those who don't know, the blog printer is our tool, our AI tool that writes article content for us on a system that is AI trained. So we have AI training, right, where we train an AI and it will write articles for us. And if we go over here to our writer, we can actually see how we choose to train our AI. So you could see here we have different things like SEO settings, basic SEO settings. We have other things here that is content strategy in terms of like the different structure, the different ideology. For example, do you want commercial review type content? Do you want informational, etc.? But then we have other things that are a little bit more, I guess you could say semantic. Maybe not semantic, but more objective. Okay, that's probably a better word in this case to use. But we can add things like FAQ sections, conclusions, call to actions, all these kind of things. And then we could also engage with adding videos. We can add hyperlinks. We can add images. We can add a whole bunch of different things here. And speaking of updates, an update that we've implemented is we're working on improving our editor. So one of the things in our editor that we've recently added is the ability to add images and video through our editor. So if you look here in our editor, and once again, this is a AI printer, because what it's doing is, for those who are not aware, you're training an AI to write articles. There's search demand for certain topics. It creates content for those topics with obviously the AI training that you provide it. Once it creates those articles, it will serve the need for people who are searching for those topics. And ideally, because of the way that you train the AI, you have products linked, you have products created, and those products are attached in those articles that then produce you an income that way as well. So that's kind of how blogging effectively works. A normal person without AI, what would they do? They would write a blog, they would link their products, or whether it's products they own or some other company has and they're an affiliate of, and they would get attention through the topic that they talk about, right? And they would get customers and sales that way. So it's really no different. The only difference is AI is actually running the show, but what allows it to rank and actually do well is, number one, our strategy. So we focus on, lower competition niches that have, some search demand. And we also, aside from strategy, we do training. So we train that AI to be able to complete all of its tasks properly. But anyways, within our editor, this is what you can call our editor. We are working on things now to make the editor more functional. So we added the ability to add image, to add video, to add an icon box, to add some headings, text, lists, right? And this editor will be improved with time, but it's really good so far. I mean, it's in the working. It's pretty early on. We have an SEO keyword search. So for example, if I want to search for the word, let's just say product, okay? And I just only said product because I just saw the word here. You can see here, I can click analyze, and I'll see the percentage of it's based on that word where it's found. So I could just scroll down here because this is a long article. Let's go ahead and scroll here for a second. And let's see. So you could see here some data: SEO analysis, focus keyword density, readability. Of course, I don't want to rank for the keyword product. That would be foolish. But you could see here, if I do perform a keyword search for the word product, where does it come up? It shows up 24 times. It's one word throughout my article. Once again, that's obviously not a keyword I want to rank for, but we're creating different, essentially, SEO, semantic SEO tools within our editor here. And ideally, when there's enough functionality in this editor, essentially the AI SEO would be able to edit everything for us, which is what we're working towards. Now, my computer here has a little setting on it that hurts the viewability, but if I click on actually viewing this article, which I can pause in just a second on my actual website, these are basically pieces of text that are written properly on our website, right? So everything here, like these are different sections of our article. In fact, I'm going to pause my screen and go to the article right now. All right, so this is the article here. Okay, let's go ahead and click on it. You can see here there's an image. Usually the article starts off with like object to object. You can see this. These objects are basically places where we can add images. So I have an image here. I have some text. Notice how I have things bolded. I have things listed here, like in a list, like a bulletproof, not bulletproof, but a bullet format. We have hyperlinks. So I can click on this and it will take me to the product. I can go ahead and scroll down. We can see some of the more visual stuff. There you go. You can see how it is visually appealing here. If we look back at the editor, when we try to look for that like pros and cons list section, notice how the text is like not visible here. That's just a little setting that we have to edit on our front end UI, our user interface, but overall it's really good. Like you could see here, it's very visible. It's perfectly fine. Different settings here, different sections here, and anything that we're really working on here just to improve the overall editor will add to our articles, of course, but that's a little thing that we've been working on here. So there's been a lot of updates, as you could see behind the scenes. We're constantly working. I mean, literally in the last month, we've deployed this brand new software tool, the AI blog printer. We've deployed this software tool, which is the automatic uploader for both Redbubble and Tublic so far. We've created all kinds of updates to other tools. We've created over 6 hours of content in the members area just on one subject alone, which is the content creation campus. For those who don't know as well, you're in the members area. The content creation campus is where we teach you step by step how to not only do the research, how to do the marketing for your blog, but also how to find the topic, the niche, how to create the blog step by step. Where do you go? What website do you go to? How do you connect your app to your blog? What content do you need to write? So basically all the training is there. You could see if I click on Content Creation Campus, it's 4 hours and 16 minutes. We still have more content that needs to be added there, but along with all the other content there, we've been really building this out. For the people who are on YouTube watching this, obviously I haven't uploaded that much to my channel this year because I've been working on the members area. I've been working on creating software for our members. I've been working on creating AI printers for our members and for myself, of course. I've been working on creating content to get everybody up to speed and to understand how to use the tools and understand, what the benefit is behind certain things, and really just from a marketing standpoint, let everybody be on the same page effectively. So we've been doing a ton of work. Anybody who's in our members area knows this, but I figured I'd put out these updates to both people who are not in the members area and in the members area, because there are many people who want to get into the members area. They're just not sure about it. So sometimes when they see more information behind the scenes, they think about it, they say, okay, I'm going to do this. We have a lot of different angles of where we're going to go next with software, what we're going to do. But remember, my main focus is to take a lot of the things that make me money on a daily basis and convert it into an AI engine that can essentially run itself. That's essentially what we're doing. And the more we accumulate on that, the more we build on that, the more we use tools like that, the more we have income that's coming in from different angles. And that's the whole point. A lot of people online get into this online business. Why? For financial freedom. My YouTube channel is called Autopilot Passive Income. For me, I see passive income on Autopilot as the way to financial freedom. I spoke about this before, but it's not necessarily about how much you make. It's about how you make it. If you're making 10 grand a month, but it's taking up every minute of your time, is that really financial freedom? The answer is no, obviously not. But if you're making 5, 6 grand and it's not taking a minute of your time, and it's all with AI and all that kind of stuff, and automation, then you have financial freedom, and that's arguable. But the point is that you want to build up as much as you can. I was having a conversation with a member from the members area last night, and they were talking about how they're excited for the new automation tool because they were getting sales from using Design Sensei. Now, mind you, if you remember, Design Sensei, which is down here, it's a tool that people would create designs with, and then they would upload everything manually, right, to Redbubble servers, to TeePublic, etc. But now that doesn't have to happen anymore. So it's a clear benefit to utilize this kind of technology, and I'm creating more of it. It's just a matter of me going through the process and just doing it. But overall, very powerful kind of stuff, and I just wanted to put this update here as to how we're making money online. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace out. Bye.